Hey, what's good? It's your boy Matthew Michael, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you what indicators I use when I trade. The only thing that I ask in return is that you destroy the like button, and if for some reason you're new here and you like the vibes on this channel, hey, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so that you don't miss any future content or giveaways. Also, if you have not already opened a MOOMOO or a WEBULL account, hey, be sure to check out the referral link down below in the description. They are giving away a crazy amount of free stocks. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Today's video is brought to you by TIBLIO, a complete crypto stock trading system with pro-level tools, real-time market data and news, as well as the fastest scanners in the market. TIBLIO provides traders with the leading tools and fastest data in the market so that you and I can find the best opportunities to maximize profit and build wealth. Today, when you sign up for TIBLIO Pro, you'll also get access to my Discord as well as the TIBLIO Active Trader Discord for free. TIBLIO Pro is only $34.95 each month, or get 2 months free by paying for the whole year upfront at an annual price of $349.50. Not sure if it's worth it? Sign up using my referral link down below in the description and get 7 days for only $1 with all the trades, the trading journal, the screeners, not to mention the Discord and everything else that TIBLIO has to offer. I can pretty much guarantee you'll love it. Now back to the video. So real quick, before I show you what indicators I use, of course you can use all these same indicators on your phone, but since I am using the desktop platform, I want to quickly show you how it is to download it on your desktop or laptop, whatever. We're actually doing this on my laptop right here. I kind of use it as a desktop. So just want you to know, should you not just want to do it on your phone, because I know I wouldn't want to do this on my phone. Sometimes I do if I'm like on vacation or something. But yeah, just want to show you how to do it. So first you would just go to webull.com, and then yeah, you don't necessarily need to do anything, worry about pricing. You could just go to download, and I have a Mac, so I would do Mac, and if you have one older than about 2020, it's probably going to be an Intel based or chip based Mac. The newer ones are all M1, or you know, they have the M2s now. And then there's Windows, and then there's Linux, and I think this browser view is new. If I wanted, I think I could do that too. But yeah, with that being said, I would click here and I would do the M1 based Mac. And then what would happen after I did that is I would have it on my laptop and I would open like this. Here's actually my chart from the day. And now I just want to quickly go over the indicators I use. Think it's best to kind of start from the bottom up and kind of explain them to you. All right, so the first thing that we have here down at the bottom, this is the RSI, which stands for Relative Strength Index. You'll notice there's 2 kind of yellow dotted lines. If it's above 70, it's considered overbought, and you could potentially expect a sell-off. Or if it's below 30, it's considered oversold, and you could potentially expect a bounce back. Like right here, it was getting pretty close to being oversold, and you see we got a green candle. Right here this morning, it was kind of selling off real close to oversold. And up here, we got a bunch of green candles, and then it went overbought and then sold off. So I don't really rely on that too heavily, but I really personally like to look at that more on the longer time frames. For instance, like you don't see, for instance, like right here, we're on the daily chart over here. If I see something like this, like whenever I see it overbought like this, I may consider getting a longer dated put. And you see up here, we reached heights of 346.30. Had I rode it until it went at least halfway, like about right here, that would be 346.40 to about 296. That's about a $50 move right there. So yeah, if you're trading more longer dated, that could be a move, but again, that's not my end all be all. I don't really do too much with that. That's more just giving longer term information and like kind of maybe telling me, hey, I need to stop being greedy and taking profits on the day. All right, the next indicator I use is going to be the VWAP. All right, so you'll notice over here, like to the top left, there are all these numbers and letters and stuff. Like you can kind of hide them, but I like to have them there. So you'll see right here, the top one is the VWAP, and it's kind of like this orange color. So since it's that orange color, you know it kind of coincides with this orange line. And what VWAP stands for is like volume weighted average price. So this is a calculation that kind of moves on the volume of the stock trading and the average price that is trading. And one thing that you can find is that the stock price usually kind of finds its way back to the VWAP after it goes to one side. So like it came down here, went below VWAP, made its way back to it, went up above VWAP, came back to it, and you know, it kind of sold off at the end of the day, but it made contact with VWAP multiple times today. Again, that's not an end all be all, but you know, sometimes whenever it becomes overbought, oversold, or it just is running one direction, it's kind of a typical thing to expect it at some point to pull back to the VWAP. And I just want to say these are the indicators I use. I don't necessarily trade off of any of these indicators. Like I know people who, for some people, okay, right here it crossed above VWAP, I'm going to hold calls until it comes back below the VWAP. And you know, that works for some people, but it doesn't work for me personally. So yeah, I would definitely encourage you to look at different videos and different strategies and kind of find what you like, kind of find what works best for you. All right, so yeah, that first indicator is the VWAP. The next is going to be this blue line right here is the 30-day EMA. The 30 EMA stands for 30-day estimated moving average. This is just a moving average. This is kind of the moving average of the stock over 30 days. So I would say typically, so how I personally look at it, if it's above this line, if it's above the moving average, it is bullish. When it comes below, it is bearish, and that is how I should be looking at the stock. So right now, we're trading slightly below the EMA, so it is currently kind of bearish right now on NVIDIA, which we're looking at. And then right here, this purple line down here, this is the 180-day EMA. And you'll kind of notice it changes with different time frames. Sometimes I'll back out to like the daily chart. Right now, we are still like way below the 180 EMA. We're still above the 30 EMA, so we're, you know, right now we're bullish on the last 30 days. But right now, would I say, hey, this is good long-term territory? No, not for me personally, just because it is not above this 180-day EMA, which once I see it get above this and kind of hold, like it kind of did right here for a few days, like this back here would have got me. I probably would have been bullish on a lot at this time and playing more to the upside than the downside. But zooming back into the 5-minute, this is how I look at things on the daily, and I have the 30 EMA and the 180 moving average, but you can kind of change these to your own. Like a lot of people use the 200 moving average, and I think the 30 moving average is kind of common. And if you have this platform and you want to know how to change them on your own, what you would do is you would click indicators, and right here, this is kind of where you add what you want. So like one thing that I also find to be useful is the volume. That really just shows you how much is being traded. But one thing I love about the volume here, like it's nice down here that you can see the volume, and volume is very important, but it's also right here as well. So I personally leave that off. Another one that's pretty cool is the MACD. The MACD stands for moving average convergence divergence. And whenever these cross, typically indicates like, oh, this is a change in momentum. Like, so right here it crossed, and you'll notice up here it switched direction. So it was going down and then it came up. And then right here, it crossed again, and that's when, all right, it's coming down and becoming bearish again. So yeah, that's the MACD. That's another one I like. And then again, the reason we came here, if you were trying to set yours up like me, I would click on this edit indicators, and right here I have the moving average and the EMA checked. So right now we're looking at the moving averages. So right here, this is basically what days you want to look at. You can look at 5, 10, 20, 30, 60, or 180. And if I wanted to change it, you would come over here to style. And like right now, the 180 is this color, but if I wanted to change it to be yellow, I would do that and click OK. And you'll notice this line over here actually just turned yellow, but I kind of like it that magenta color. So I'm going to turn it back. Okay, now it's more of a pink, but hey, we'll still let it ride. All right, so yeah, if I wanted more, I could have those in there. You'll see it's adding all these extra lines, but I don't like my chart too busy, so I'll just have one. And then you have the EMA. Again, you can make the link whatever you want by changing it over here. But yeah, this is how I have mine set. Just 30-day EMA, and that's the color I have it. And then I would click done, and there you have it. Let me start off by saying none of this was financial advice. This is just how my daily trading setup looks like. Oh, and one last thing you may be wondering, what are these purple lines and these orange lines? Today I traded supply and demand, and down here, this was my demand zone. Up here, this wasn't a supply zone, but this was more of like this was more of just the level that it's gotten caught in before. So drew that there, and then up here was supply. And one thing that you'll typically notice around supply and demand are these large moves. So this was actually where I made my profits today. So yeah, these are all kind of, you can think of them as price targets. And here, let me clear this off for you actually. So you would go to drawings, and then just I'll click delete all. And this is how it looks without my drawings. If I want to add them, I will come here, draw that. I don't remember exactly where it was, but I'll throw like right there. And yeah, say I want to color them or move them, I would just come up here, color, and then I would take this, move it like that. So yeah, those are all the indicators I use. This is really all there is to me whenever I'm charting and kind of making my plays. I hope this clears some things up for you, maybe get you closer to formulating your trading strategy. But yeah, again, this is just what I do. None of this is financial advice or anything. And yeah, if you have any questions, comments, or anything, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything, hey, be sure to smash the like button. And last, but certainly not least, wait. Don't forget your free stocks down below in the description. Now, last but certainly not least, thank you so much for watching, and peace.